Greetings, Mikhail here. How to solve the world's problems? Now, that's a rather big question. And I know that it's much easier just to look at the smaller questions. So let's figure out all these little things here, and then eventually we can make it all work. However, I think that's a mistake. I think it's very important that we stick with the big question to really get ourselves around that question. What does it mean, and what is it that we are looking for? So within the next few minutes in this news video, I'm really inviting you to come on a journey with me, where we are exploring together this question. It's not about me answering the question, because at one level I can answer it, but really that won't make any difference, because maybe the solution doesn't lie in the answer. So come with me for this next few minutes, and hopefully we can come to an interesting and powerful place at the end of it that might make it easier for us to answer that question, if that is the answer, or if that is the question to answer. Now, we have been at it actively for thousands and thousands and thousands of years, trying to solve our human problems. And as far as I can see, we are not really making much progress. Why is that? Maybe it is because we are looking in the wrong place. Or maybe it is because it's the wrong question. If we look back into ancient history, as far back as we can go, there are clear indications that back in the very early days, we were actually happier human beings. We were more fulfilled human beings. We got on with each other and life in a much deeper, loving, caring, fulfilling way. Now, since then, we have invented politics, we have invented religions, we have invented educational systems, we have invented financial systems. And these days, it seems that to solve our problems, we go to those four and try and become better at politics, better at religion, better at education, and so on. And we have done that, again, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And we're not getting there. We're not getting there. So if we're looking back again into ancient times, where it looked like we actually got on much better, we didn't have politicians or politics. We didn't have financial systems or money for that matter. We didn't have schools, and we didn't have religions. Now, most of our main religions today are only a few thousand years old. And we've been here for a lot longer than that. So maybe if we want to solve the core problems that we have ongoingly as human beings on this planet, we need to stop looking into those key four areas for solutions. We need to look somewhere else. Of course, I could be a smartass and tell you where to look. All you have to do is look at this book and the quick fix to any problem. And in here is the solution. But again, for those of you who have already read that book, you will know that, again, the solution is not in the answer. It is in the process. It is in the questioning of looking in and understanding how we function as human beings and why we do what we do, and why we don't do what we don't do, and so on. And it is through that increasing of awareness, or as it's called these days, mindfulness. As we become more mindful of who we are and how we function and how we act and react, we then stand a much bigger chance to start solving some of those core issues that we are facing, both internally in our own personal lives and externally in our cultures, in our countries, in our communities. And the problems that we're having out there in those places are only there because they're in here. So the outer is a reflection of the inner. The inner comes first and then the outer. And by solving or changing the outer through politics, through schools, through money, through religions, is not solving it and will never solve it. We have to come in here. So it would be really great if we could have a conversation about this. If you could respond back with some comments, some questions, some answers, some ideas, and who knows, maybe we can set up a webinar somewhere along the way where we can have people here and discussing this, which I believe is the most powerful way of doing it. But for now, comment back below the video, share this video with others so that we can start having more of these conversations about what does it take to solve the problems of the world. And depending on what comes back, we will see where this goes next. I do want to leave you with one last thing in this, sort of to throw a spanner in the works in a way, and also put out the question, which is this the right question to ask? How to solve the world's problems? Is that really the question? Or is there an other more important question that we need to ask in order for us to solve the challenges in our own lives and therefore in the world around us? So I will leave you with that. Share, comment, and interact with me and each other, so we can have a conversation, because that is where we're going to create the best results. And I look forward to hearing from you, and I will be back next time with wherever this goes next. Happy exploring, and I look forward to hearing from you.